Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new tattoo fail reaction video. Hello everyone, what is the tea? What is the Darjeeling, the Lapsang Souchong, the Scalding Hot Assam, the El Grey? What is the tea?
Hot tea, how classy.
Hi everyone, hello, and welcome back to a tattoo fail. So today we are doing the roundup of the worst tattoo fails of 2023. Yes, it was impossible to do this list. There was so much insanity, bonkersness, bizarre things happening with people today. So yes, today I have listed the top 40 worst tattoo fails of the year, and it was very difficult to make this one. It was hard to make the cuts. I tried to order this one in a level of insanity, but everything in this is just like insane. If you have missed the worst piercing fails of 2023, my last video was the piercing variety. There is a link down below as well, so make sure to go check out the piercing version of this. But of course today we're here for the tattoos. So please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that are coming up. But let's not beat around the bush and get on with these tattoo fails. So starting off at number 40, have you ever wondered what it would be like to tattoo yourself with a Roomba? Well, wonder no more. So this person has like a Roomba vacuum cleaner, and they've attached a tattoo machine to it, and they're just letting it drive into their shin. Why? Like, it's and then now they've just got these like random scratch marks because apparently having moldy ankles is a thing. I totally understand that we all have different tastes, we all like different things, but like, what's there to like about that? I'm sure the creator of the robot Hoover would love the fact that this is what it's being used for.
Wrong. He was so wrong.
So this says bungee tattoo coming at number 39, and this person has strapped a tattoo machine onto their hand and is tattooing themselves as they bungee. Oh god, it looks so like that looked so the way that they would look at that, they were digging that into their leg. We need to watch this one more time.
No, we don't.
So this person has like fully strapped with tape this look how deep they're pushing. When you're tattooing someone, you do not push that deep onto them. That's like scraping the needle against you. Like, so this person has strapped the machine to their hand, and they're like bungeeing and tattooing themselves at the same time. Because, like, for why? For what reason? I just don't understand. It's bizarre. This is bizarre. Like, look how like upset the skin looks. Like, look how upset the skin looks. That's like fully, you've just like scraped your skin away. Like, people are doing too much, girl. Maybe this is the new Jesus. Jesus loved a good bungee jump. Jesus loved to drive needles into his legs. Jesus loved to tattoo while bungee jumping. Oh, bungee for Jesus. Every single time I enter my video, I just jump off the building with the bungee jump. So coming in at 38, we have this. Now, I was so shook when I first saw this, that the person with visibly like nothing on the neck or anything would have a noose tattooed into the side of their face. I will never understand when people want implements of death tattooed in them, especially in such a prominent area. Apparently, this was meant to be like gang related or something. I don't really know. I had some people comment that, or there was some sort of like drug relation to this. I can't speak on that. That's just me. Allegedly, girls.
Please, don't kill me.
I actually don't know, but it makes me really sad, especially because this person looks quite young, to have like a noose that is specifically made to hang people. Like, this isn't just like, oh, and hello, just here to like, round up cows. I don't know. It really weirds me out that people want implements of death on them like this. If it's like a movie, if it's like a movie poster or some kind of like show, or there was something to it, like it's part of something, I think it's different. But to get something just like this is, to me, bizarre and strange. I don't understand it. And on the side of your face, I really don't think the artist who did this is a very credible artist or actually a professional. Number 37 just kind of speaks for itself. I don't think I really need to say much. Are they surprised, scared, upset? You will never know.
No, seriously, someone poke her face.
So 36 is one that we have seen a few of this year. Now, I have chosen this one because it was the first one that I've actually seen of people doing this. It was hard to pick exactly which one to choose because there was a few, but I picked this one because it was the first one. I think it's so disgusting. So, it's someone biting their significant other and then them getting the teeth marks tattooed. Like, this person just like fully just bites their girlfriend, I'm assuming it's a girlfriend, on their leg, or what, I think it's a thigh. Is that a thigh or something? Oh no, I think it's a calf muscle. And then it just gets tattooed. Oh no, it is. It's the inner thigh. And the thing is as well, like looking at this, I don't think, like if I was to see this without watching this video, I don't even know if I would even think that was teeth, like that's a bite mark. I don't know if I would I think that? I don't know. It's hard to tell when you're seeing it from the other side, but like, you know, I don't know if I would even see that and go, that's a bite mark. I'm always a bit funny about couple tattoos anyway, because I'm always like, it's a bad omen, guys, you're gonna die. To get it like this, like it's just weird. And the unsanitariness of it has been like, I'm gonna bite you. And then, as I said before in other ones, like with the bite mark and stuff, you have to do it relatively quickly to hold the shape, because that's, your skin's gonna go back to normal quite fast. So there's gonna be no real time to us like properly disinfect the area, clean everything, and then start tattooing without the marks disappearing already. They're probably like biting and then tattooing straight away, like because you need to be able to see the marks still. So I just, oh, that makes me feel like, are you just like tattooing over like someone else's spit? Like, oh! I don't like the look of it. What are you doing biting your girlfriend? But I hate that this became a trend. Like, we've seen about maybe 6 of these now. 6 of them. We saw about 6 of these now this year. And I'm sure next year we're probably going to see some more. But let's not make this a thing. Come on, Gen Z. Be smarter. 35. He's getting his eyelids tattooed.
Oh, son of a mother.
I could not imagine how painful it must be to have your eyelids tattooed. Like,
Hold on. Oh
my god. It's awful. I mean, I really don't like when people do this sort of like skull facey tattoo things. I'm like, because this is very like skull. He's got the nose done as well. Like, I'm like, come on, it's so overdone at this point. Like, can we think of something else? But to get like your eyelids tattooed, like I get that people want full coverage, but Jesus Christ, that must be so painful. Your eyelids tattooed. Your eyelids tattooed. Your eyelids tattooed. Oh, stop! No! I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about how my eyelids being tattooed. So number 34, we have what's only can be described as sort of like the drugged up look. We have
yeah.
This bishop.
Man's came through with it, man.
Oh god.
She's on drugs!
So someone who is clearly on something, off their tits. Wait a minute, is that a syringe? I don't think I even noticed that on the first time we saw this, like what, 6-7 months ago. Is that a syringe?
That shit.
What was he even saying?
Yeah. This man's came through with it, man.
Can anyone translate what he is saying?
Yeah. This man's came through with it, man.
Something came through? He came through? Come through, girls! He's clearly off his tits, right? I don't know how old this person is. Maybe like 22. But like, got all of this on their face? What is it? Yosi? But bossy? Is that what I'm saying? Bossy? Some barbed wire. And then there's this thing here. It's like, I think it's, what's that say? B70, what is that? And then cracks it. It makes me feel so sad when I see things like this. Like, such a young person who's like, this sort of cracked out look. I don't know what to even call it. And then to have like all these face tattoos. Like, I don't understand what this sort of like,
This man's came through with it, man.
Kids, don't do drugs. So at number 33, have you ever wanted tattoos so badly that you have to do it in the middle of a festival? Well, so this person is lying down just on the grass with like people around them, obviously going to be off their tits on alcohol, drugs. It's festival, let's just be honest. And this person is there having to stick and poke tattoo just on the floor around everyone where literally anything can happen. Like, not only is it a biohazard for you, it's also a biohazard for everyone else. It's like, imagine if someone was just a bit, because you know, festivals, people get rowdy girls, and they're like,
Lottie's at it again. Lottie's at it again.
they trip over because they're a bit too, they don't know what they're doing, or they're a bit too drunk or something, and trip over and then literally fall on you when you've got this needle down like this, and you just like, it jabs into their back, or like goes into the person's leg, or someone tips over loads of alcohol on you. I just don't understand this intense need to get tattooed that you have to do it in a place like this. Like, if you're gonna do it, at least go to the bar area, or go into your tent or something, but just like some kind of like level platform as well. Like, but to just do it in the middle of the field on the dance floor, like, why?
Because she needs more attention.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Some brats are gonna die today. So we saw a lot of brand tattoos this year, whether that was KFC, McDonald's Monster, and there is a Monster one on this list too, but we saw lots of different brand tattoos, but this is probably up there with probably one of the tackiest ones I've seen. Someone who's got Louis Vuitton branding tattooed all over their right arm. I actually hate Louis Vuitton. I think it actually looks so ugly. I think the brand itself with the pattern, like, I actually think it looks really ugly anyway. So to like tattoo it all over your arm, it doesn't, like, does this person think it makes them look expensive? Because when I see this, I just think tacky. I just think, oh, that's really trash. Like, that's just trash. It's tacky. And do you think Louis Vuitton looks at you and goes, ah, thank you for doing that. Delicious. I mean, you do sometimes hear stories of like brands paying people to advertise for them by doing things like this, but this is to the extreme. I just couldn't imagine loving a brand this much that you're willing to like tattoo their like logo all over your art like that. Like, it's not, it's weird. What's such a weird thing to do? Like, these companies don't give a shit about you. They just want your money. Very strange, very strange, very strange. So just when they say romance is dead, we're here at number 31. And if you run out of couple tattoo ideas, how about you tattoo your partner's bollocks onto your chest? And they said romance is dead.
I want a divorce.
Oh, look, Alejandro, Lady Gaga is quaking. Tattoo your balls onto my chest, Alejandro.
Die.
So kicking off the top 30, we have this man who has decided that getting a crack pipe tattooed into his neck was a good idea.
Now I guess she's on crack.
So coming in at 29, have you loved your football team so much that you've wanted to tattoo them all over your body? No, neither have I. But this person clearly does. So it gets better. Oh, it gets better. What's the Trevor Project? So this person has like this logo of like a football team tattooed all over his body. Like, not even like, even his head, his like arms, his neck, like his entire body. I could never imagine wanting your entire body dedicated to that football team, or that rugby team, or that American football team, or like anything. The idea that you would tattoo their logo all over your body is just so insane. Like, totally insane.
Please don't do that.
If you really love them that much, just get one on your arm, like the logo on your arm. Like, one is enough. I don't understand why you need like the same thing repeated over your body. It's so weird. All over his legs here, both legs. I'm assuming it's both legs going up there. Like, it's all over his stomach, all over his chest, all over his back, all over his arms, his neck, his head, like all over his head. Like, it's just cringe. Like, why would you do that? TYC Sports, what is that? I don't know what this is. Oh, there we go. ARP, like it's this. It's this. Whatever this is what he's got tattooed all over his body. It looks like a sports thing. But like, it might not be a sports thing. But anyway, even if it's like an Adidas like logo or some kind of like a thing associated with Adidas, the idea that you would tattoo your whole body like it is mind-blowing to me. I always think this about people with tattoos and stuff. I'm always like, you only have so much real estate on your body, so you could like, and yes, you could do blast overs, you could laser things off and stuff, but that's a long, pricey and painful process. Do you not want other things as well? Like, I just find it weird when people get like this, just like one thing tattooed over their whole body. I just find that odd. Like, you have so much real estate. Coming in at number 28 is the proof that social media is rotting people's minds. Now just listen to what he says, okay? Should we just have a little listen?
Today I got a tattoo gun. I already put 5 new tattoos on my body. I'm gonna be putting a new tattoo on my body until I get TikTok famous every single day.
Bye.
Come back.
If that is not one of the like best ways to represent the TikTok plague that's happened to society. I understand obviously wanting attention or wanting all this stuff. Obviously, as I said before, any YouTuber out there who does this as a job, who says they don't want attention, is just lying to you. In order to sustain this as jobs, we need attention. But there's different ways of getting attention that isn't going to be things like detrimental. So like me doing these, I'm educating people on like what not to do, what not, you know, and we, you know, I also do LGBT stuff. I'm trying to help people like this. What I'm doing, yes, I want attention. Obviously, I love this job. It's incredible. But like, first of all, I'm honest about it. But second, I'm trying to do a positive message here. But like when you get to a stage where I'm going to damage my body just for internet attention, or those people that do like dangerous stuff and who like seriously hurt themselves like really badly for attention, it's like, is it worth it? I don't understand why your own health is on the line in order to get attention.
Because I'm an idiot.
This person doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He just bought this tattoo machine off of like Amazon, I think he said. Like he could damage himself in so many ways, and he's doing it just because he wants to be TikTok famous. Like it's really sad. So 27, this person has got a new tattoo, and for some reason they think, you know what? Why don't we just rub tobacco onto the new tattoo? Because a normal like healthy, nice, clean spray isn't good enough. So we go, do you know what? I'm going to get a pack of tobacco, cigarettes, straights, tattooed onto me, and then clear it away with tobacco. Like, just say you want to die. Like at this point, like it's just stupid. Like I'm gonna tattoo death sticks onto me while doing something that could potentially give me infections. I think because I find smoking so repulsive as well, it makes it even worse. Like I grew up with my mum before I moved in with my grandparents, and she was like a chain smoker. Growing up, like we had problems with our health and things because of her, but also in school, I was relentlessly bullied because I stank, because my clothes just stank of cigarettes. As a child, that's not very nice. So I think actually it kind of helped me in a way to like be really repulsed by cigarettes. So like when we were all growing up, and kind of millennials are kind of the last generation where like smoking was kind of considered cool. We were on like a cusp of like it changing to be a bit gross. I was glad that like that kind of happened in a way, because it kind of made me hate cigarettes, and I never wanted to try it when I got older. The idea of like just tattooing Marlboro cigarettes into your leg anyway is like really fucking weird to me. But just to like rub tobacco, like fresh tobacco onto a tattoo that you've just done, like how was that good for the like what? That's not what. So 26, we have another football fan, girls. So this person has decided that, do you know what? I love my CRF, is that what it said? Like team so much that I'm going to tattoo their entire shirt onto my skin instead of just wearing the shirt. I'm actually just gonna tattoo it onto my, it might actually not be football. What is actually, it might be something completely different. But to tattoo their player's shirt onto their body because like you love them that much. I will never understand this love for sports that you want to tattoo there. Like just wear the t-shirt. Just wear the t-shirt. Like just wear the t-shirt. It's this person going, I just can't be bothered to wash my clothes, so I'm gonna tattoo clothes onto my skin, and then I can just be like naked all the time. Whore! So 25, we have a wonderful monster tattoo with a rebel flag in the middle, because you know, nothing says trash like this. It's one of the things that we had like a running joke on my channel this year. It was like the monster tattoos, like the amount of monster tattoos that were there. It's just so rebel, and this is the kind of person that thinks they're really hard. Like, this is the kind of person that's like, you know, what was that video? I'd hate to be the one that with us, you think? Very that energy. It's so weird. But also, do Monster want to be associated with this flag? Like, I don't know. Weird. But there is something about the Monster brand that really makes a lot of these sort of weirdos who think they're so hard, they're hardcore, they're like the alpha males, it makes them go like insane, and they're like, yeah, I'm a monster, and it's so cringe. Like again, if Monster, people who own Monster, they saw that, they're not gonna go, oh, 3 lifetime supply of they're just gonna be like, you're an idiot, why would you do that? And we're not associated with the Confederate flag. Like, I don't understand. So 24 is what we call interesting. So this person is tattooing this guy's arm, and when you realize what the person on the left is doing is There's two girls and she's holding up her legs, spreading her legs open. And is he getting her vagina? Oh, burpy whurpy. Is he getting her vagina tattooed into his arm?
You're watching the BBC.
Like, and there's all these guys around. Like, could you not have just taken a photo? Like, did you need to have, like, I need, like, Roly.exe has stopped working, girls. Could you not have just taken a photo? Did you really need to be there in lifelike and be like, oh, look at my I just don't understand, like, what's happening? Like, and also, like, it's in quite a prominent place. Like, it's here. Like, it's literally here on his forearm, like, below the elbow ditch. So, like, you're just gonna have, a vagina here. Weird behavior. So, number 23, we have this. They're saying 3D tattoos. This isn't a 3D tattoo. This is an infection. This person's had something tattooed here. On it looks like a little crown, like Sister Casiva. It's very like a crown. It's bubbled on his, like, I don't know what the hell has happened. I don't know what the hell has happened here. Imagine popping that. That's one hell of a blister. Imagine having like a crown blister.
Okay, for everybody that says my tattoos are made of Sharpie, you're wrong.
Oh sis, that should have been Sharpie.
Oh, that's not Sharpie. That's a...
It should have been Sharpie. He thought he ate. The thing is, this sort of like 2000s tribal tattoo, whatever, it was a thing, it's fine, it was a thing. But like, it's not even done well. Like, the thing is, if you see one of these like 2000s tribals and they're done really well and it actually looks like relatively, you know, sure, like fine. It's a bit outdated, but like at least it kind of looks like it's done well. This just looks like it doesn't even, like the color is like blown out here, coming out, like there's no smooth edges. What even this? There's no sort of, like, what's this? Like, it just looks terrible. But the fact that he's like, oh, it's not Sharpie, I'm hardcore. And it's like, that should have been Sharpie, sis. But also, he's got a scrunchie. Is he a visco girl? He's a visco girl! Oh, I know. Whatever happened to visco girls? They're all dead.
None of them survived. Anyways.
Oh, God. Maybe he's like a secret sissy and he wears like a wig and he's like, oh, scrunchie for my wig.
My wig! Where's my wig?
So 21 is one that actually went quite big on Instagram and TikTok. I actually found the actual like post of this person posting the photo because before I just saw it on Reddit, but this top half was cut off. So this is obviously the post. This is, I got my little turds tattooed on the back of my leg. I heart every stinking one of them. So this person has tattooed feces on the back of his leg with like flies buzzing around it with the names of his children like underneath it.
That is just grotesque.
I could not imagine being one of his children. There's 5 children. So I'm assuming maybe the first child's probably old enough to kind of understand what's going on. The idea, there's like a dead person behind them. Sorry. She's like, oh, I'm dead on the, dead. I was dead on the floor. I could not imagine like seeing this and going, thanks, Dad. I'm so glad you think of me as a piece of feces. Hello, I'm Riley, and I look like this. What a weird thing to tattoo feces on the back of your leg. I feel like turds is even a worse word than shit. I feel that's what turd. That sounds even, oh, I hate it. So it's kicking off the top 20 girls. We have this guy, and I think it was from Norway, and he has tattooed McDonald's receipts onto his forearm. So this is tattooed here. I can't actually remember the top of my head what the story was behind this, but it was something like he lost a bet or something, or I don't remember exactly what it was, but the thing was he had to tattoo his McDonald's receipt like onto his arm. This guy was like 19 as well. He was really young. At least if you're gonna get a McDonald's tattoo, at least make it, I don't know, the Hamburglar or like something like an actual character from like the McDonald's universe. But to just get your McDonald's receipt tattooed in you, really? Are we that stupid? Oh, McDonald had a damned filth. So number 19 is not only part of the list because of the tattoo itself, but it was the story that surrounded this woman. We saw this towards the beginning of the year, and essentially there was this woman who has been tattooing her whole body, but primarily at the moment she was tattooing her face at home all the time. She was doing like 2 or 3 a week it was or something, with like her husband was doing the tattoos at home on her, and they're meant to be done in like prison style tattoos, and she keeps doing them. She's like addicted to it, putting it even above her own like children's like well-being, I guess, because she was saying that over the Christmas period, I'm really sad because I can't tattoo myself and I have to spend time with my children. And then it was like, oh, I can't wait to go back to normal and start more tattooing myself on my face. And it was like the way that it was worded, it was like she really just didn't want to spend time with her children. She just wanted to tattoo her face. It was really weird, but the whole like drama around it was the fact that she was trying to go to her school's nativity, like her children were having like a nativity, and the school was like, you can't come in looking like that, so you have to watch the nativity from outside and look through the window. And it was just like, what is happening? There was a whole drama. It was insane. And she was saying that she can't find a job because of the way she looks. And in that video, I was like, well, you know, if you're going to do this stuff to yourself, there are going to be consequences. Regardless of how fair or something is, it doesn't matter. Like, we still live in a society where this isn't going to be widely accepted enough in jobs. Now, I think one of the news articles said that I wasn't actually really even applying for jobs, and it was kind of a ruse. But there was an update to all of this, and I want to give you the update. So this is how she kind of looks. I guess this is like the more recent photos, because you can see the crosses that she got on her face are kind of like faded a little bit, and now she's got some things over her nose. But it's tats enough. I can't get a job because of my tats, but I'm still trying for baby number 8. Baby number 8.
Number 8?
You know, she was saying here, I haven't worked. I'm not proud of saying it, but I haven't worked for 20 years. It's like, did you look like this 20 years ago? Like, were you actually trying for a job? I'm trying for another baby. I told the nurse this the other day and she was shocked. Her eyes popped out. You know, but a 46-year-old fears the mature age might put a risk of future pregnancy. At my age, it's a bit scary, but if I do it now, get it out of the way, I'll have it when I'm 47. Stop bringing children into the world if you can't support them. As someone who came from a broken home, because my mum was just completely unable to take care of us. She is, and it sounds weird because I wouldn't be here, but she is someone who should never have had children. Like, she was in no way, shape or form the kind of person that should have had children, because she was not adult enough to be able to look after them. So to hear her, where she's like, I don't have a job, I can't find a job, but I'm still going to do like dangerous tattoos to myself. Because she was doing them at home, like stick and poke style. Her boyfriend was just kind of doing it in their home. Like, she wasn't doing it safely. And she's like, I must have more children. I want baby number 8. It's like, why are you still trying to bring children into the world when you can't look like you, like, and also just the way that she speaks about it, like, just get it out the way. As if like you have to have this eighth child. So when I see things like this, I'm like, it just sets off red flags, and I'm like, this is really sad, and I feel really bad for your children and this future 8th child, and just the way that you're dismissing having children. I'm just gonna get it out the way. Like, what do you mean just get it out the way? And she's still tatting her face, like, even though she's doing it in a dangerous way. Like, she's not doing it, she's doing a prison style tattoos and wondering why people might think you're a criminal, and thinking like the whole thing was like, people look at me like I'm a criminal, I'm a bad person. You're doing criminal style tattoos on your face. Your children have to come first, but you just don't want to. And like, as I said the first time, was when she talked about the Christmas period, and it was like, oh, I don't do it around Christmas because this is about the children, but as soon as January starts, I can't wait to go back to normal. As if like spending time with her children is like a hassle. Number 18, we have this person deciding to tattoo their tongue for some that can't taste. I can't imagine what like tattoo ink must taste like, but this person has decided he just wants to tattoo his tongue at like a party or something. The thing is, your tongue is such a specific thing. Like, if I saw someone, right, and they tattooed like some black lines on their tongue, I started dating someone, let's have a little kiss, and I saw like black stuff like all over their tongue like that, I'd be like, oh, what's happened? Like, what? I don't want to kiss you. Like, is that mold? So number 17, again, this is one of those ones where it was like a collection of videos. I wasn't really too sure which one to pick, but it's because of what they're like, the theming of what they're doing. So this is a new thing that we seem to be popping up a lot recently, where people are getting put under like general anesthetic, going proper under sleep for like 8-9 hours a time, getting 4 or 5 tattoo artists like tattooing a massive section of their body all in one go, just because they can't stand the pain. They're impatient. This does not look like a hospital setting. Let's just be honest. This doesn't look like a hospital setting, which is terrible. None of these people look like nurses or like doctors, like, which again sets off so many red flags.
You're gonna die now.
People die from going under anesthetic like that. Like, it's not as common, but people do die. There is an actual risk of like people dying by going under general anesthetic. Getting a tattoo and the risk of dying should never be like in the same sentence ever. Ever. Getting tattooed is not that important in any way, shape or form that you risk dying. especially in a situation like this where clearly this does not look like it's being done in a medical facility. This does not look like a doctor's surgery. So you're going to get all these people working on you. Some of these people will have different styles, be different heavy-handed, like their hand, like it's going to be very different. So parts of the tattoo will probably look different when it's healed because these tattoo artists will have very different ways of working. It's going to happen. But thirdly, especially like on places like your back and getting your entire back done in one go, you're going to be hit with a wall of pain once the anesthetic wears off. That is going to be so painful that normal painkillers are not going to just like get rid of that. Your body is going to find that really hard to heal. As your skin starts to like peel and dry, obviously you need to keep it moisturized, but like it's inevitable when you get tattoos. Like there is a slightly dry feeling and like your skin feels tight. You can't move as much, especially like on your back where, you know, you're moving so much. The whole back moves a lot. Like you're not going to be able to move. Your skin is going to be really tight and you're not going to be able to move. The healing is going to be so painful. And like, is the tattoo that good? It's not the worst thing, but like, look, you've obviously had different people work on it, but look at the difference in this. Like this eyebrow, like, it doesn't even look that good. Like, look at the line difference here. Like, this is not straight. Like, this is line's wonky. Like, it's not straight. It's just not even that good. This side of the face looks completely different to this. And it's not the lighting on the face. Like, this side of the face looks completely different. Again, you've had different people working on you. Number 16, we have this. So this is some sort of homemade tattoo machine. This person's got, like, it looks like a biro pen. This looks like a biro pen. And it's using, like, a drill, like an electric drill to, like, bang the ink into the skin. Like, what? Putting like biro ink into your, like, this is, I mean, this is very prison, I guess it's very like prison style tattoo because they use like ink from like papers and shit. But like if you see, like, there's a little nozzle here that's like going up and down and it's like pushing the ink into his like wrist. Why would you do it there? Like, where all like the tendons are and stuff. At least do it somewhere. Oh, bad vibes, bad vibes. What they gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Die. And number 15, we have this. So this was a TikToker who decided to tattoo all of his followers' names onto his skin. And he was having like I think he was having like a live show. And like people were following us as it goes, writing their names in the comments. And he was just tattooing as their names came in, their names onto his leg. Again, what people do now for attention and clout is just mind-boggling. Like, it's completely mind-boggling. Like, it just blows my mind. Blows my mind. It just...
She got his face tattooed
my face on her neck.
The incest boys, she's getting his face tattooed into her neck.
What do you think, baby girl?
I'm like excited.
You excited?
Yeah.
I don't think she's excited. This, to me, feels bad vibes. Like, he's forcing her to do it and there's some kind of, like...
She's almost done with the line work. Look how hard that looks. Looking fresh on her neck. Stop playing.
Stop playing. Stop. Why will you stop having sex with your brother?
Fine.
She dealing with it like a G. Stop playing.
Oh, shut up. He's so. I hate. He makes the whole Island Boys thing is so. I just find it so.
Y'all see what it is?
Repulsive.
This is me right there. This the tap man. More money, dirt, man.
And then they're just in the house as well. Like, this is not a sanitary environment either. Like, if I was the tattoo artist, I'd be embarrassed to be here. Like,
all right, y'all, look how fire it looks.
That doesn't look fire. It looks awful.
See what it is.
On her neck as well. This to me feels like tagging a girl. Like, this does not feel, I'm in love with him and I want this. This feels very like, I'm going to, you know, SHIP. It gives me really bad vibes. So number 13 is another case of chasing TikTok fame, I guess. But this gives me really sad vibes. So tattooing myself. And this person's like tattooing themselves every day for like 500 days or something. And this is like day 150. I can't remember exactly what it was now. But this person's like just like tattooed their leg and it's like just tattooing themselves like at home. Like this. The second video we looked on this day is this person as well, like tattooing their like a cigarette onto their stomach. And they've already stuff like so I'm assuming they're just gonna like tattoo all over their body. But something about this just gives me like really sad vibes. There's something sad about this. Like, take away from like how terrible these tattoos look. Like, this guy has just got a tattoo machine just from the internet and just does these tattoos in like a really unclean way, tattooing his whole body so far. He's doing 500 days, whatever. And I said it was like a day 150. So this is like early on. And I there's something about the vibe that like, it just, it feels sad, and I hope this person's okay, because again, this person looks like 18, but like even on the hands, and I don't know. There's something sad about this. There's something sad about that. So number 12, we have this. Another case of don't do drugs, or, well, I think more alcohol.
For real, don't tattoo your forehead.
Don't tattoo your forehead.
You really tattooing your forehead?
So this person is like off his tits, and he's like tattooing his forehead. And his friends, instead of helping him, he's like, no, I'm gonna let him do this.
Yes,
like,
cool.
And he's laughing. It's hilarious.
You did.
Woo! Like, I think this person's probably just really drunk. I don't think there's necessarily drugs involved, because alcohol, if you get so drunk, you do get a bit like spaced out. But
come on. Oh my God.
It's really shocking, isn't it? Like, it's really shocking. And the thing, like, his friend is just like, no, don't that, but filming him, because, you know, you have to post it on the internet for attention. Like, if you were actually his friend, you'd be like, what are you doing? Stop being an idiot.
For real, don't tattoo your forehead.
For real, don't tattoo your forehead, but you're still just filming him. You don't know. Do you know, maybe I'll just take it off him, because he's clearly intoxicated and can't really know what he's doing completely. Like, bad friends, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they film you? Bad friends, bad friends. So number 11, I know this is fake, but we can't do a video like this without mentioning the Kevin lady. So a few months back, about 4 months back or whatever, this woman decided that she was gonna get her boyfriend's name tattooed in her forehead. And obviously it wasn't true. So this woman was like, oh, I'm gonna have my boyfriend tattooed in my forehead. Oh. So we're gonna skim through it, because I'm not gonna, we already know this a lot of the video. So this woman then pretends that she's got this like Kevin tattooed on her forehead. Outside of the tattoo world community, there are people being like, oh my God, and there's like loads of news stories. But like in the tattoo world and the community, everyone kind of already knew that it wasn't real. She then tried to prove to everyone that it was real for like ages and dragged it out for a really long time. And then at the end was like, oh, it's not actually real. And I was trying to let a message out being like, oh, you're going to regret your tattoos. It was such a lie. Like, she did it for attention. Like, she is a comedy skit kind of YouTuber and TikTok or whatever. So she already kind of had a bit of a following anyway. And so she was known for like just doing pranks and all that kind of stuff. So the fact that then she then tried to pass this off was like she was trying to just like message about like, oh, you know, I'm just trying to say that you'll regret your tattoos, because I also regret my tattoos, because my tattoos, because she's like tattooed all along her neck and her arms and stuff. And she made a video about how she was like, I really regret my tattoos. I don't actually regret my tattoos. I'm just using it as clickbait. And really, I really love my tattoos, but I'm just going to say that I regret them because I want to be part of the pick-me's. You liar! It was, the whole thing was really strange. She tried to pass off like she was passing off the message, and it was like, you were just trying to get attention. Like, you were just admit it. As I said before, it's okay if you're trying to do it for attention when it's like not necessarily like detrimental to your health or whatever. Like, just admit that you were doing it because you wanted to make a shock video for likes. Like, I still think it's a bit of a weird thing to do, but like, I'd respect you a lot more if you just go, do you know what? I did it because I knew it was going to get reactions, and you know, I was just trying to boost my engagement and my TikTok, because she gained like loads of followers because of it. Like, just be honest, because she like really dragged it out for a long time of like, no, this, it's real, look, it's real. And it was like weeks and weeks of her like trying to prove that it was real. Very strange. It was very, very strange. Like, just be honest, you wanted attention. It's fine if that's what it's for, but just be honest. Don't lie. But again, is this sort of like weird thing at the end when she was like, I actually regret all of my tattoos, but I don't actually really regret them. I just regret how they came about, but I actually really like my tattoos, so you don't regret them. Like, yeah. So we're starting off number 10, the top 10 girls, 10, the 10 worst tattoo fails I think I've seen this year. I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. Like, it's so cringe. It's like this person went into a tattoo studio and was like, and they were like, what bad tattoo do you want? And he was like, yes. Ha 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 ha, the Joker tells my and the thing on like the face on the hand, like this is, oh, it's so cringe. And like the casino things, and then like marijuana on the face and guns and like all this. It's like you just went in and was like, I want every bad tattoo. Like I just, it's so cringe. It's cringe. Also, why is he like on the train track? Why is he doing this why is he here? Just like standing on the train tracks. Like, what? Hit the train track. I don't come back. Like, what is he doing? I don't know. Why is he standing there? Cringy, crunchy girls. So number 9, we have this. This person is like, show me your tattoo, girls.
See it, son? Oh,
It's so gross. It's so gross. Like, it's just gross. Like, it's just grotesque, isn't it? Like, what? Like, it's just gross. It's just gross. Like, it's just tacky and trashy. An entire vagina and her hole with it, like, the underneath the skirt. Like, it feels a bit pervert. It gives me pervert vibes. Like, pervert. Up the skirt shot of a woman. Like, it's an up the skirt shot as well. Like, it feels very pervert. I don't like it. Oh no, I don't like it. Tie me up and piss on my face, Sandra. I beg your pardon. So number 8, we have this person who has decided, I want you to tattoo my head with your foot in this dirty warehouse. Like, I don't even have words to describe what we're watching. And like, the tattoo itself. Why? What? Oh, it's so gross. It is so gross. Like, hello, my head is rotting. Like, I try to understand some things and being like, do you know what? It's just not for me. I try my hardest to be, sometimes I'm like, you know what? This, people like different things and I get it. But when it comes to this and doing back head tattoos with someone's foot in a dirty warehouse, like, you're trying too hard. Like, you're trying too hard. Like, it's cringe at this point. You're trying too hard. You're just asking for, like, infections and blood like, it's... Number 7, we have this. And it's someone who's tattooing their face like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure this isn't real, but it was still shocking enough to make it onto the list. Like, sure, it was the way that he went over the eyebrow, and I was like, oh my god, the idea of tattooing over like a sensitive eyebrow, awful. But like, I'm pretty sure this isn't real. But Jesus Christ, did it give people reaction back when this got released the first time. So number 6 isn't a new thing, but I only saw it this year for the first time. And it's this man who he looks about at least in his 40s, and he's so obsessed with Miley Cyrus that he's got like tattoos of Miley Cyrus all over his body, bangers on his shoulders, like he's got a Miley like tramp stamp, and he's got like pictures of Miley like on his arm when she was like Hannah Montana. A middle-aged man has got like tattoos of Miley Cyrus as Hannah Montana, like as a teenager, like on his arm when she was like underage, like back when this is like the Wrecking Ball era. Like, it's weird. It's weird. And like all of his, like, there was photos of him like in his house of like loads of like albums of her and like photos of her all over his wall and things. Really weird. It is an old story now, but of course I only saw it for the first time this year. But what makes me have real ick about this is the fact that like, he's of this age, whatever, and he's doing this, and I just think to myself, you're this obsessed with Miley Cyrus. What are you doing in the evening in your bed? What are the kind of things that you're doing? Because I just get bad vibes that you're probably using some material of Miley to get off, and it makes me feel very uncomfortable. Creepy, stalker, weird. Number 5, we have this. I don't understand why people love to do this with their nose. I will never understand the nose thing. But then also we have this person next to him, where, I'm sorry, this is just outright B-face. Can I say that word without YouTube being like, no, you can't? Like, this is flack base. Just flip the first letters. Like, this is just fully that. Like, I don't. But it's the nose. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why anything positive can come in your life by cutting off your nose. It must make things so horrible. Like, I can't imagine. Like, sometimes when you've got a cold or something, or like when you've got some sort of like sinus infection or some kind of like hay fever, and your nose feels so itchy and like dry. The idea that you would like take away the barrier and have it completely exposed, it must feel so horrible all the time. I just don't understand how it's like comfortable. Again, people like this don't get it done like by doctors. It's all dodgy because doctors would never do this. It's always done, in the naughty ways in like warehouses and stuff.
That's illegal.
The Black Alien Project, we've seen many things of him over the time of doing things that clearly are not sanitary or like actually done professionally, because professionals would never do this to you. Like, unless you've got like cancer or some kind of life-threatening illness, doctors will never just remove your nose. Like, they just won't do it. So it's always done a bit back alley anyway. So there's always a lot of dangers with that. So number 4, we have this. Now, again, this one went quite large on my Instagram. And it was this tattoo artist, right? Who, I'm going to start from the beginning again. He pisses onto a wall, takes a photo of his piss stream, and then tattoos it onto a random person's stomach and chest. At least get your own piss tattooed in you. Just tattooing just the tattoo artist's piss. Again, it's just trying too hard to be different. To me at this point, it's just trying too hard. You just want the tattoo artist's piss tattooed into your chest and stomach. Again, I will never understand. Tattoo your piss into my chest. Tattoo your piss into my chest. Why? Now, at number 3, we have a tattoo that caused a lot of stir back in the day when I did this. I said back in the day, earlier in the year when we did this. And it's this man. Again, I'm really sorry. I do have to blur what it actually is, but I will describe it. And it's this man who's got a huge penis tattooed in the side of his face. Now, his ear section I can keep because you can't see it as much, but the ear section is meant to be like the testicles, and I guess all the dots is meant to be like stubble or hair or something, but like there's actually quite a graphic, like the penis part of the tattoo, not the testicles, but the penis part is actually really graphic, and it's on the side of his face. It comes all the way down to the base of his like lip line here. You just couldn't be out in public without covering your face. Like it's so graphic that it's not even like a cartoon penis. Like it looks real. Like it almost like. I don't understand why you would want to first of all, why you'd want to tattoo a phallic penis like onto your side of your cheek anyway, but like to get it done realism as well, it's like what are you trying to prove? Again, I always talk about this about like I actually don't like children. Like I don't like children, stay away from me. But like even I'm like, it's like that's it's also inappropriate. It's not like an art piece. It's not like a statue. Like it's just a huge penis on the side of your face, like it's erect penis as well, like on the side of your face, veins, foreskin, everything. Like why?
Because I was drunk.
Why? It's obscene. And like, yeah, I wouldn't want my niece and nephew, they're 7 years old, I wouldn't want them to see that. Like if you were just in the street, like I don't understand how you can just like live. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Number 2. So we had a few of these kind of ones this year. So I only wanted to pick one. I didn't want to put loads of them. This person is driving a motorbike really fast down populated parts of the street, town. And this other guy is tattooing his neck while he drives a motorbike. Now, this is a shortened version of the video. There is a much bigger version where like you can see him driving through a lot, because like this is like an actual road that has people in it. So, you know, this isn't like a closed off street down the side of it, like side street. Like this is a populated like road. In the longer video, you see more people in it as well. And the need to get clout and attention is to a stage now where you are actively risking not your own lives, but the lives of other people. Like getting your neck tattooed while someone's trying to drive. But surely this is, first of all, this must be illegal. Like surely this has to be illegal. Like stop filming yourself doing illegal things. But this person is driving a motorbike while getting tattooed here, when there's people around, cars. Like if you jolt, like, there's nerve endings all over your body. Certain parts can be more than others. I've not had this part of my neck done, so I don't know what this would be like. But imagine if you just suddenly jolt, or there's a pothole that you go in, or like something runs out in front of you, and then, you know, the person like panics and scratches you and really digs down into your neck, where there's going to be loads of tendons, loads of veins, loads of arteries and everything. You could really get effed up. But also, like, if you jolt and then crash into someone on the street or on someone else's car and kill someone, or you, I don't know, you jolt, fall over, and another car comes and runs you over behind because they haven't had time to react to the fact that this suddenly happened. Like, there are so many things that could go wrong with this. I find it utterly insane that people are now just risking their lives and other people's lives to get internet attention. But like, to do this, like, and like, they're traveling fast as well. Like, they're not just like, we've seen ones that are doing like roller skating or like you know, skateboarding, and they're kind of going fast, but not this. But this is like, this is fast. Like, you are traveling fast. And like, if you look at the road here as well, like it doesn't look very like nicely done. It looks like, look at the dips here, the cracks. Like, you could easily go into one of these by accident, and like look at the road. It looks broken. Like, what happens if you don't see a pothole, you miss it, and you just do that, and then he digs it into your neck like really deep because you've pushed towards him or something, and then you both fall over and one of you dies, or you hit someone on the street, or you hit another car. Like, weird behavior. Don't risk your own life and other people's lives and well-being to get internet attention. Like,
You stupid bitch!
So number 1 was definitely a shock when I first saw this. I thought it was really, like, it. Not only is it distasteful, it's terribly done. It is one of probably the, like, it's really offensive and really distasteful, and it is a 9/11 tattoo. And I don't even have words. So let's just look, shall we? I don't know how to respond to this. Like, whoever did this first is disgusting. I don't care what the reasoning was behind this. There is literally zero reasoning to do something like this. There's no I don't care there is no reasoning to do this. Like, I have a dark sense of humor. I love sort of like bad jokes and things. Like, sometimes I find things funny or whatever, but like there's nothing comical or like redeeming about this. There's nothing like artsy about this. It's just repugnant, and I just don't understand how you can take something like 9/11 and just make this. Like, if you really want a memorial tattoo to it or do something, you can do that in many ways that is going to be not distasteful and respectful. This is nothing but I think I'm hard. Like, I don't care the story about it. To do this is just gross. And this is one of the worst things I've seen this year. One of the worst things I've seen this year. Well, guys, I'm well and truly aboard that trigger train. Choo-choo, speeding down the railway, about to crash off, live and plunge to my death. Bye! And I'm back just like Jesus Christ. Oh, squat for Jesus. Oh, Jesus loved a good peach. Oh, Jesus loved to get rolled on the last supper table. Oh, don't forget it's Christmas, squatting for Jesus. Oh, bungee jump for Jesus. Oh. Thank you for joining me for today's countdown. This one is a lot. It's probably gonna be a bit longer than normal. I spoke a bit more than I was expecting. But thank you so much for joining me today and this year for my wonderful, 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 fun videos and reaction there. I'm glad that you've been enjoying the tattoo ones as well. There is loads more coming next year because clearly I have a gold mine of content to still react to, especially on the tattoo front. So thanks to everyone who just follow me on all these platforms, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and sends me things to react to. Thank you. Twitter? Why did I say Twitter? X. But yes, make sure you do come follow me on Instagram and TikTok and send me things to react to. Send me things that you want to get my thoughts on everything, and maybe you can be in the next videos next year. Don't worry, this isn't my final video of the year, but I wanted to get my countdowns one relatively in the middle because there's no point doing a countdown after the year's finished. But thank you for the love and support. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like I said at the beginning, if you haven't seen the piercing one, top 40 piercing fails of 2023, there is a link down below, and I put it at the end as well, so you can go watch the piercing version as well. Today's Twitch shout out goes to Just Another Egg. You should get eggs. Thank you for following me over on Twitch. If you want to be in the next Twitch shout out, come follow me on Twitch. Make me in the next one. And a massive shout out to my lovely Patreons, whose names you can see on the side of the screen here. And an extra special shout out to my top tier Patreons: Luca, Prince of Horror, Cameron Pittman, Callum S, Rishi, Athena Barrington, Erin Grace, Heather McFarland, Christina Kyle, Benjamin Baker, Aya, Robin Scott Palmer, Bethard, Stefutek, Caitlin Wright, Chloe Louise, Shell Herman, and Kelly Bowser. Thank you for being my top tier Patreons. You guys are delicious. There's a link down below as well if you'd like to become a Patreon. But anyway, be fabulous, be amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be, and don't let any bitch say that you can't be you. Why is that? Because you are flawless.